What you're seeing right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a side project that I've been growing for the past month and that's bringing me almost $1,000 in passive income every single month, okay? I'm gonna, in this video, explain you everything that I'm doing, show you the strategy, and teach you how you can do the exact same thing, alright? So to start, let me just showcase a little bit of the results that I got, alright? This is a website. I've been starting doing this seriously after summer last year, okay? And now we're in March, and while we were at 100 visitors a month in September, we are now at consistent 1.4K a month. And this traffic, just by the value of the traffic, is worth already $700, okay? And I'm making more because I am selling advertising on the website. But yeah, if I wanted to bring this traffic with Google Ads, let's say I would have to pay around $750 to bring the same amount of traffic. So to explain you a little bit of what this is a very simple website with a very simple SEO strategy. All right. It's pretty much, I have a website that I made it news-like. Okay. So it's kind of like a news website. And what I do is I find podcasts that are interesting and that are valuable and that are trending on YouTube, and I convert the content of those podcasts into a blog post, into an article, okay? It's of course an SEO optimized article, and I just publish those articles online on my website, and they bring me 1,400 visitors a month. So if you look at the results, you can see that this has been growing consistently. All right, we had a peak here, but I only started doing this seriously around, like I said, after summer. But I had a peak here of 500 visitors, and this is because when you publish news-like content, they have a higher chance of having a spike in traffic. So if I'm talking about something that happened yesterday and there are a lot of people searching for that, let's say, for example, this current war that's going on between Israel and Iran and the US and all of that, if I'm publishing right now news or episodes of podcasts that talk about this content, there's a high chance of them having these traffic spikes. But past the spikes, you can see that this has been growing consistently, and I feel like I'm ready to tell you what strategy I've been using, what tool I've been using, and how exactly am I doing this. So yeah, the tool that I'm using is called Arvow.com. Okay, this is an end-to-end SEO automation tool, and it has the exact feature that I'm using. Okay, it has a bunch of features. I'm not gonna show them all here. I'm just gonna show you the ones that I'm using for this workflow and tell you how to set it up to follow the same strategy that I'm doing. So pretty much the first step of this strategy is to find interesting podcasts, okay? So you can go on YouTube, or you can even use AI like ChatGPT or Claude to ask for the most trending podcasts of 2026, all right? I'm gonna use this one as an example, the Diary of a CEO. I'm sure most of you know it has 15 million followers, subscribers in this case, and their episodes can have like 2 million visits, 2 million views, 1 million views. So they have a lot of hype right now. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna get the content, the transcript of these podcasts, all right? So if you open an episode and if you scroll here in the description, you will see that they have a transcript, okay? So here it is, and you have all the text and the words that were spoken in this podcast. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use AI to convert this content right here, which is a lot of context, into a blog article. But the thing is that obviously I'm not doing this manually because I have a lot of things to do. So I'm using this tool called Arvow. Once again, they have a feature that can convert any YouTube video, as long as it has a transcript, of course, into a blog post, and then it can publish to your website. So the first part of this workflow is to connect your website to Arvow. Okay, they connect with a bunch of them. I'm using WordPress because it's just the easiest to set up. It's just a plugin. You install the plugin and that's it. And then you can do this. Let's say, let me do an example for a single video. So for example, this video right here, this episode, it's about what? Christianity expert, the truth about Christianity, the case for Jesus. So let's turn this into an SEO ready to rank article and publish it to my website. So I just have to come here to Arvow. I click here on YouTube to blog post video. I paste the link, and I simply have to click here on generate. Of course, if I want to do this for another language, which is a very interesting arbitrage strategy, because you can convert this, for example, to French or to Spanish and have a brand new article and target multiple markets. But I am gonna use English, okay? English US. Here you can customize some setting things, some formatting things. You can customize if you want images or not. Okay, I want an image. And after that, we are ready to generate this article. So yeah, just click generate. Okay, I already did here one, but let's just wait for it to be generated. And here's our article. So yeah, let me show you guys the article. You can see that we have a very beautiful AI generated image. We have a title, okay, that was also repurposed. We have a meta description. We have the actual episode. So if people want to take a look at the podcast, they can watch it from here. And then you have a fully optimized article, right? It has key takeaways. It has the heading structure done right. It's a fully optimized and summarized article of a podcast, and you just literally turn a 2-hour episode of a podcast into a ready-to-rank SEO article. And now it's just a matter of opening the article right here, and with a click of a button, you can publish it to your website. Now, you're probably wondering, oh, but are you doing this manually, like going every day to see if they release a new episode and then convert it into an article? No, of course not. So Arvow has a feature called blog automation, where they can pretty much automate any workflow, any SEO content workflow. So what I do is I come here to the feeds feature, okay? And instead of copying the episode URL, you're gonna copy the channel URL. So let's just open the diary of a CEO channel, and we're gonna paste the link of this channel. We're gonna copy it. Now, you click here on create feed, you choose add a YouTube channel feed, and you paste here the channel URL. And once you create this feed, every time that the diary of a CEO or any other podcast, because you can do this for multiple podcasts, you don't need just one, every time they publish a new episode on their YouTube channel, Arvow will get the content automatically. And then you just need to create here an auto blog, okay, which is an automatic blog campaign. You give it a name, for example, the diary of a CEO. You enable this auto blog feature and you choose full automation mode. So you don't even have to check this. You don't even have to come here every day to see if it's working. It's just gonna work automatically. So full automation mode, you click continue. So you select your feed, the diary of a CEO. You need to select your integration, so to which website they will be published. You can choose how many articles, so how many episodes do you want to convert every day. And in this case, I will go with one every day, but you can do one every 2 days, or you can do even one every week. And after setting this up, you just need to finally click here to create. Now, once you have your automation ready, you just need to click here to start your auto blog. And from this moment, every time any podcast publishes an episode on YouTube, you will have that content repurposed into a written SEO article and published directly to your website. And that, my friends, is how you can achieve results like this, okay? I didn't use just one podcast right here. I used 3 podcasts. And the strategy for niche picking, I would say it's about choosing one generic niche, let's say finance or insurance or health, or you can even specify it more, like gut health, for example. Collect a bunch of podcasts that are reputable and trendy about that niche and just set up these automations, okay? You can even pick multiple niches to start and stick to the one that works, okay? Because with the Arvow plan, all right, you will have around, in the solo plan, you will have around 1,000 credits per month, so you can create 100 articles. Which is like more than enough to test these niches. Or you can even go with a business that gives you 200 articles a month. So you can test, for example, 4 automations and see which one will bring traffic. Okay, just note it will not be from one day to the other. But as soon as you start seeing some spikes like this, or even start seeing some consistent growth, you will be able to scale it and then monetize it with ads. So yeah, that's it. That's how you build a website like this that brings traffic and works fully automatically and brings you passive income. If you want to try Arvow, you can use the coupon Carvalho10 that will be here on the screen. And after watching this video, and if you're still curious and want to know more about monetizing blogs with AI SEO, feel free to watch this video right here. Thanks for watching, and I see you on the next one.